Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. Battle of the Brains continues this season as we are now down to the final four. Our winner today will face off for this year's championship. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia, and today's two teams have each won Battle of the Brains championships in the past. Joining us remotely, the Black Knights of Charlottesville High School in Albemarle County, coached by Suzanne Hiller and Alan Robinson. Charlottesville High School is a public school with approximately 1,300 9th through 12th grade students. Principal Eric Irizarry says the Black Knights have received national recognition for academics, fine arts, athletics, and more, and it has one of the highest graduation rates in Virginia. Also with us remotely today, the Mavericks of Douglas Freeman High School, coached by Matthew Scott. Freeman High School is in Henrico County and offers a specialty center for leadership, government, and global economics. The school's principal, John Marshall, notes that at Freeman, tradition, diversity, excellence, and pride blend to create a unique and special community and culture at the school. Again, congratulations to these students for making it to the Final Four. Now, because we can't all be together, here's how the game has changed to adapt to remote play. We will have toss-up rounds, but questions will be directed to each team, alternating between the teams. Players wishing to answer will raise their hand and wait for me to call on the first person to do so. There are no point deductions for incorrect answers. All right, good luck, teams. Let's begin the first toss-up round. The first question goes to Charlottesville High School. These weather transition zones can be occluded or stationary. What are these meteorological boundaries between air masses that generally indicate bad weather when they are cold? Harriet.
A front.
A front is correct. Freeman, the Weird Sisters in Shakespeare's Macbeth are probably distant derivatives of this group of Greek goddesses. What is the name of this group of three goddesses of destiny who spin, measure, and cut the thread of life? Joseph.
The Fates.
The Fates is correct, yes. Charlottesville, originally named Temujin, named the Mongol conqueror and founder of the Mongol Empire who was born on the banks of the Onon River. Aiden.
Genghis Khan.
That is correct. Freeman, this urchin seeks the river of the arrow with a Tibetan Lama, but ends up serving Colonel Creighton in the so-called Great Game between Russia and Britain for control of India. Name this title character of a Rudyard Kipling novel. Gio.
Kim.
Kim is correct. Kimball O'Hara. Charlottesville, two of the largest ones on Earth are in Hawaii's Mauna Kea volcano. Name these devices with refracting and radio varieties that are used to study stars. Maisie.
Telescopes.
That is correct. Douglas Freeman, who is the current Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Kieran.
Boris Johnson.
That is correct. Charlottesville, unlike most subatomic particles, they have no electric charge. What name do physicists give to these so-called ghost particles? Maisie.
Neutrinos.
That's correct. Douglas Freeman, Shira and Kaibo are extinct volcanoes on what massif whose 19,340-foot high Uhuru Peak is the highest in both Tanzania and Africa? Joseph.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
That is correct. Charlottesville, they received a patent for wing warping, a technique for controlling roll that they demonstrated in North Carolina. Name this pair of brothers credited with building and operating the first powered heavier-than-air craft. Harriet.
The Wright brothers.
That is correct. Freeman, you may need your pencil and paper for this one. If a 26-foot ladder is placed against the building 10 feet from its base, how far up the building will the ladder reach? Joseph.
24 feet.
24 feet is correct. Charlottesville, you may need your pencil and paper for this question. What is the measure of each interior angle in a regular dodecagon? .
1
That would be 150 degrees. Freeman, please watch the screen and listen closely. Here's your Virginia-based question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch.
Virginia has had 3 capital cities, including Jamestown and Richmond. What was the third?
Kieran.
Williamsburg.
That is correct. Charlottesville. This is one of the most important annual festivals in Vietnam. Give the colloquial term for their Lunar New Year that shares its name with a major 1968 military offensive against South Vietnamese and U.S. forces. It's called Tet. And that buzzer means our first toss-up round is done. Good job by our teams. Coming up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll tackle the category round here on Battle of the Brains.